Well guys, here it is Saturday, it's 5:11, and I wanted to give you an update. My dilemma wasn't as bad as I thought. My buddy came down, and he's a mechanic. He saw this before. He just hooked onto that little sucker and beat her back down. I was just, didn't know what would happen if I beat on it, so I didn't do that. So, there she is, steering wheel back on. Got that uncovered, and he's coming back down here today, and we're gonna put her back on, and hopefully that will be the last time that part of the body will be separated from this. She's all attaching time now, so I'm gonna try to get Sherry to film that, and like I said, it should be the last time you see the 2-door top going on the 4-door bottom. After that, she should turn into a car. So I'll tune in here a little later, and we'll get on to that as soon as he gets here. And she's a beautiful day out. Right now it's 18 degrees out, so that's 75, I believe, somewhere around that. So 70, 75, and she's climbing. So right now we'll get some really nice weather now. I gotta go back to work. So right now I'm gonna go and clean up some messes and wait for my buddy to get here so we can put that on. So I'll be back. I just turned that on, I'll cut it later. They're only $5.95.
Oh yeah? Really?
I think that was oh sure you got
I never used welders. I use them for work ones. What's the best spot? In the wheel well? Yeah.
I don't know if we had to care for it, I did. No.
Where we gotta go, Rick?
Like these, I don't know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can move around now. Pretty good. Fix up for these areas anyway, so just sit there. Yeah, we got a little bit of a video.
Something.
Now guys, you can see, really nice day out there. Sunday, it's 20 after 9. Father's Day, so I'd like to wish everybody out there happy Father's Day. And Grandpa's Day. As you can see, we had quite a little left to get her on there, but we got her on there. That was my buddy. He comes down and gives me a hand now and again, so I really appreciate his help times like this. So I got her pushed back in and actually got it sort of sitting where it's going to go. She's sitting down in there pretty good actually. Places like this are lining up pretty good. Gonna need a little tweaking. Push down. Fit in here good. Tail panel is coming together right here. So this is going to be a slow process. getting everything all fitted back together. As you can see, everything's lining up pretty good. These aren't settled down in there yet because I left lots when I cut them off, so now I'm about to dig out the doors and get those on, so that I know exactly where this goes, and then I'm going to have to sort of fit it down in there and move it over and bring my windshield out and test fit it. This side is going to be a little bit harder to fix. It is rotted pretty bad right here, so that's going to take a little bit of time to get that straightened back out, because that's pretty nasty there. Somebody has fixed it before, and so I'm going to take some thinking there and some bending and twisting and stuff. So like I said, this is going to take the longest because I'm going to have to be real careful when I start welding. So a while back, Rob Resd Fermetta picked these up for me and sent them to me because he had a good buy on them. And actually I couldn't even get them here. I probably could have ordered them, but nobody even knew what I was talking about. The Clecos. I'm going to be Clecoing these together. And I was talking to a buddy on the phone last night, and he didn't know what they were, and I was going to show him there. It's just a little pin. You drill your 1/8 hole, shove these pliers together and put that in your hole. When you bring it back, those little forks, we'll call them, spread out and hold your two pieces of metal together. Screws would do the same job, but I like these where they're usable, and I keep them in this little box and I always know where they're at. I'm not running out. So but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get everything fitting to where it's got to go and Cleco it together first to make sure. And like I said, I'm just about ready to dig out the doors and put those on, because I need them for fitting too, and probably the trunk lid, so that I know where that tail panel goes. So that was a big job, the floor, but this is going to be a tedious job. And as you can see, these pieces here, somebody has fixed those before too and made a heck of a mess. There's a lot of scabs welded in there, so that's got to be fixed. So what I'm thinking, I still have the dashboard from the original car, and that part is really good, and I left it on there thinking that I might be able to cut a piece out of there and make it fit here. I'm not sure yet, but from looking at that side and there, which that one hasn't been mutilated up as bad, I may be able to make it work. Get a piece out of there to put in there. So if not, I'll have to start from scratch, but it shouldn't be too bad a fix. You can see where I still got enough of the door post here to go by to know just where I gotta go. They just like put too much metal in here, and it's all cut and crimped and everything, so I want to make that look a lot better. But like I said, for now I gotta get my strikers and doors out, put pins in, and go from there. So I'll turn you back on here in a few minutes once I get everything dug out, and we'll see how that makes everything look. So, but I'm so glad to have this looking like a Nova again, sort of. But she's coming slowly, but surely, and this is the last, well, not the last day. I'll get to work on it, but I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so I do want to get this much done. Like I said, I didn't get the motor in, but that'll come. That's a 305. It's been rebuilt. It sounded really nice. I never drove it or nothing, but there's a motor under there, and I want to get that in soon so that I can move this thing on its own power. I'll get the motor in and the emergency brake hooked up, so I'll have some sort of braking system, and a lot easier moving in and out of the garage, because I don't like having my garage tied up, because you never know, you might have to bring one of the other ones in and do some work to them. So anyways, I'll be back here in a few minutes and see what happens. Alright guys, she's looking more and more like a car. Just put the new pins and bushings in. Didn't take too long. Went in pretty good. But this door will close. You gotta remember everything's just afloat in there. I mean nothing's pinned. I just gotta have it on there for a guide. Since this might have to go up, down, back, forth, I'm not sure. Should line it up here good with the rocker. And that door's been prepared along the bottom. And I'll probably get new bottom skins for this. Because I see somebody might have ribbeted one on at one time. They're too long for me to making my brake, so, and I think new ones come up to about here. You can't get a full skin for this car. So it'll be just a partial from here down. I forget how long it was. I think they're like 40 bucks a piece, so that's not too bad. We'll get those once I get this thing matched up. I didn't put the clips in because I know they'll be coming back off. This side here lines up good with the rocker. And if you look straight in, the lines look like they're going to be not too far off. Like I said, this needs to come down and back because this one won't even latch. We got a 1-inch door gap there, so that tells me she's got to be twisted. But as far as I wanted to get today. But it is looking more and more like a car, and I need those doors to line everything up, the roof and the windshield pillars and the quarter panels, and it's going to be a tricky one. Like I said, I'm going to cleco everything together first and go from there. So like I say, I can move this thing around now. She's probably caught up on something under there, and I got to get under there and hammer dolly all the seams back together, pin them somehow, and make sure those doors are working really good. Next step, I'll put the trunk lid on, and that's all I've pretty much got to go by, I think. I may even go get the vents that go here, so that'll give me a little indication too. But I could measure right from there to there, I suppose. But anyways, like I said, back to work tomorrow, and we're just done on the Nova for now. So I actually feel like I made some major accomplishment. But I'll come out here at nights and start fiddling with this and see where I can move the body around. I got the little port power there, so I can shift it little at a time. So that'll make things okay. So, but she's starting to look like a car. I just can't get a good shot of it. But wish I had better doors, but chances of finding doors for these pretty slim. So wish that one was shut, but I'm not going to pry on nothing today. It's too nice a day out, and I'm going to go play in the yard for a while and enjoy the sun. So I put one of my stickers up there on the wall, and I got some of them enveloped up for you guys, and I'll get them in the mail tomorrow, and they'll be away. Once I get them all enveloped up, I'll give a list out to how many I got going out and to whom, and once I get another order made and get them in here, I'll go for sending out those other you guys that PM me that want a sticker, and it'll be off to you. So anyways guys, this is it until next weekend. Hopefully I'll have a little bit of progress by then, and something, maybe have those doors shutting and this thing pinned down so that I can start welding. So anyways guys, have a good week. Again, thanks for hanging out, and take care. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.